Hello and welcome back. This is Stonehearth Alpha 22. The kingdom, wow, pretentious. The small town of Boleik's Watch, which we were building. It's an ascendancy town last time. Let's go ahead and just jump on in, shall we? Cubulating companionship. It's important to get your companionships cubed. Or cubulated, sorry, it's a different process. Escaping realism, indeed. That one's far more terrifying. Alright. Before we unpause, let's do a quick little review. We built a couple trenches for defense last time on the left and the right sides of our of what we're going to call kind of the crescent of development. There it is. We laid in some farms. We have a little herbalist hut, which is adorable. Look at this joint. Cute. And then we're going to put a weaver's hut right next door to that. And then meanwhile, we've also got this sort of big cookhouse and general, longhouse kind of a affair that's going to be built here. But it's going to require a lot of stone. So until we start processing this area of things and then also back into this area, which I'll show with the slice tool here, hopefully. Nope, hang on. Once we get back into this area, we'll have more than enough stone to construct that cookhouse. It should come up quite nicely, and then after that we can start converting these houses and stuff into little castle town kind of stuff. So major goals for today are to continue as we were going along. Kind of continue cleaning, getting everything ready to prep, and start laying in a few more houses as things go and raise our general value. Alright, let's do it to it. Pretty sure I have a weaver. Let's check. Nope, and I don't really want to put someone up as the weaver. It would be Monty here if I did that. I want to wait just a little bit for that. And he's a really good candidate for a soldier as well because he has the professor. So he'll train up all the other recruits as they give them to him. So he's a really, really good choice for a soldier. He doesn't have bad health. He's got a little bad spirit, which influences how likely you're going to go into a fight, how well you heal, and as you can see, like there's other things that it does, like in terms of like your job, how diligent you are in doing it. Spirit is involved in that. So his low spirit means he won't heal very well, but he's a good trainer, so I think eventually I'll make him kind of a little sergeant. And then have him build squads up and around for our defense. We're going to go ahead and speed it up just a touch, because there's not a whole lot going on right now until all this cleaning gets taken care of. Since I have 3 farmers, and 2 of them are ready to become cooks, I'm going to find John. Nope. Let's see. Norsa is our best choice. Oh, I need a mason to get a cook's spoon. Alright, well, we got a mason. How's it coming on leveling up? Cook's spoon. Have one in just a little bit. We also want to get the potter's cutter as soon as you possibly can. That's one of the advantages of digging those trenches that we used for defense. We got clay out of it, so we can get the potter's cutter going right now, and we can have all of the main professions taken care of. Once we get all those done, then we can start to really do our defense and stuff. Also just helps if your town has a whole diversity of things. You can kind of place them down. Make whole sections of things. That time is always so kind of cool in this game. There's not a whole lot of, good job, herbalist. There's not a whole lot of, trees around, but one of my favorite things to do is to build kind of a little park. So you put one of these in the center of a park, you surround it with trees and the statues that we'll have to build, and it really looks kind of really nice at night. And so if you're wondering how you get more trees in the game, your farmers can do that, but I do caution you, don't lay big plots of trees, which you'll see in just a second, because you will always have saplings, and they just take up room in your inventory until you plant them, and you don't want to plant a ton of trees sometimes. I can build an orchard, and I have before. It's a great way to get rid of 100 saplings, but it gives you so much wood that, again, you just are glutting up your entire inventory with wood. Alright. Keeping with the same tradition, sell off the fine stuff. That way you don't use it when you're trying to build things, and it doesn't get requested by the goblins. Also, these are all made for selling, so... They're hard to see. Sometimes you gotta kind of look around. Great, and now we're gonna get these worker outfits. These are great. And I also want to get these padded vests when my defense guys have to actually go to fight. I'm going to get some more cloth so that when I get my weaver going, he can get going. Oh, I need to get some more gold, huh? Well, I happen to have all this wood. Yeah. Give me what you got. There we go. Nice. Good job, Jean. He's our trainer, if I recall correctly. Irving Elliott. Good job, Mr. Elliott. Welcome to the party. Ooh, he is a good generalist. He's a cultist. And he's a featherweight. Five, 4, 4. What a convenient thing for you, sir. Thanks for coming. We want to put your weaving skills to the test. Again, wait until he gets the job. Check the builds, see if you got anything out of it. Nope. So we're going to modify the carpenter's house. But first, again, always build your workshop items that you'll need. Because if they can't be built, then you cannot build the building that you're trying to use. It will hang up as a bug. Since we got those three going, we're just going to slow it down. Let's see, I want this one actually. Like that. I gotta pause for this. Ho there! Is this the new settlement of Boleik's Watch? Sure, yes, whatever. La 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 la. Should we get started with the proclamation? Yeah, that's us. Let's do this thing. Princess Denia, First Lady of the Ascendancy. In whose demences we settle. Wow, that is a proclamation. Hey, fabulous. Rights, privileges, and rewards, you say? Architectural learning and wealthier caravans. Ah, what's the rest of it, though? Military glory, favor with the church, or approval of the craftsmasters. Which sounds the most interesting to me? I'm going to go with Craftsmasters. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exacting specifications, I say. Mason's Hoe indeed. So this is the first sort of step-up quest in the game. I shall leave you a bird, so you may summon me to evaluate your progress. She's going to give us the bird, everybody. She gave us the bird. So here's the deal. You get all three of these. Yes, yes, yes. You get all three of these, and you can build any one of them at any time. And then you have to get this net worth for your city. Once you do, you've satisfied this quest. Now, normally, what will happen is if you do not have defenses, and even if we do, we're going to get goblins that'll pop up on the map. And remember how we claimed everything earlier? We did it so that we wouldn't have to worry about enemies spawning in our zone, remember? So they're going to spawn outside the walls, probably somewhere that looks to be at least a spot that can be settled. Like right there, there's probably going to be a couple right there. There might be one that pops up down here. This area looks pretty convenient, as does all this, everything back here. So the idea is they're going to pop up there, but because they can't get to us, the quest chain can't start on their end of the equation while we're working on our end of the equation and getting everything done. The other option is if you don't build defenses, then what will happen is that the goblins will come in, they'll demand certain things, or they'll attack your villages. So we've kind of prepped against that in two ways. The first way being we've sold all the fine items that we have constantly and consistently, and we keep doing that so that if the goblins do pop in, they can't demand that. Here's the thing, even though they can't get to us, they can still issue demands at us, and we can satisfy those demands and make them like us if we do it well. So that's what we're working on. All right. So first and foremost, though, we got to edit down this this carpenter shop and make it into a good area for what we're going to be doing next. So first and foremost, let's see here. Get rid of some stuff. Nope. Those are the workshops for the carpenter. We don't want those, but we do want the workshops right here. And sometimes, oops, sorry. Sometimes this gets in the way, so I'm just going to move it. That should take care of it. Because sometimes what will happen is they won't be able to build a workshop because they'll have a ladder ready for this, and it's ugly. It's ugly. Nope. Still just a little dark. That's it. And now we're going to just do this. got everything put back. There we are. That looks delightful. Let's see here. Masons, carpenters, herbalists. Nope, nothing useful there. Let's make it a little bit prettier though. And we'll give an outside light for when we want to illuminate the road without making it look like we're illuminating the road. Alright. Now here's the question, which will they build first? So once they get the outfits on, and when they're really happy, they sprint to work. So as opposed to moping like this lady's doing, see this guy over here? Irving just joined the party, so he's super happy. Whereas Rook's been working for a while now, and she's, she's the honeymoon is over for her. Yeah. Good job, farmer level 4. Speaking of which, weren't we making a cook? Oh, come on, Mason. Great, this got taken care of. Make sure it's all clean. More or less. Mostly less. See if they can get this done without dying. So you notice they're delivering chairs. They're going to build everything they can as soon as they can, which makes the building system somewhat problematic in this game sometimes. People can get trapped behind walls if you aren't careful with how you design things. I'm curious to see if this part actually gets built or if things get weird on this this whole thing. But see, already they're having a little bit better time because they get to sit down while they eat, even though their food is bland. So once we get them seated and eating, then we can start to get a cook making better food and things will improve, and Rook won't be so glum when she goes to work. Idiots. Okay. Well, they did that wrong. This is going to be one of those. This might take 1,001 scaffoldings. Yeah. Or occasionally that will happen. Oh, finally. Yeah, they got it done in one. Good job, buddy. Again, the merchant. Get rid of the dead weight. Grab the good stuff. want to sell all my wood until I get the tree farm going. Not bad, not bad. Okay, good. They're cutting into our little annex here, which gives them a lot of stone. Our mason is working. He's getting done through some of the basic stuff, and then he'll make our implements, and we'll have a cook by the time the cookhouse is done. We'll see how this works. Slice view, feed the wind. I'm gonna try that on take two. Slice view for the win. In the middle of drinking coffee when I said that. Oof, 7. Just missed it. Oh well, I'll have it tomorrow. Aw, that was a cute conversation. I wish I had some flowers. Me too! I wanted some flowers too, and then we don't have them. But they're right here, guys. Just go this direction. Why do you gotta cry about it? See? Come on down. Happy, flowers. Why are you not noticing these things? You just have one in your hand. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but we're just going to go with it. So we can get easy access to copper through one of the other areas over here, Relegzu. And we have easy access to tin right there. That means we can make bronze when we get the chance. And we can outfit our people in bronze and then think about maybe opening the door once we have about 3 more people in our squad. And it doesn't matter what the goblins say. We'll have words of our own. That Farstrider, he's a farming maniac. Yeah, that's so good. It means that these farms can feed up to, like, I think 12 people. I don't really know what the math is on that, but do with it what you will. They feed some fools, though. Making them lanterns. So lanterns are a cheap way to turn wood into better gold because they don't cost a lot of wood and they get a nice amount when you sell them. So I generally just keep the masons and the stonemason and the carpenter just making lanterns that I can sell, which slowly raises your overall net worth over time as that gold comes in from all the merchant runs. If you don't want to build a lot of houses, it's another way to do it in the small game to kind of keep your colony going. If you don't have access to a lot of resources, you can always build lamps with any of the basics, stone, clay, or wood, and you can always sell those to any of the merchants coming through. So just think of it as, I've already got all this stuff, I might as well convert some of it into better gold. And since the ascendancy here started in the forest, here we are. Sorry about the belong there. So this is getting cleaned up. Remember, we're going to turn this into the pastures area. Some houses up here, and we're going to put some sheep and chickens and Squirrels. There's going to be a lot of squirrels. We're going to have to deal with that. Eat us out of house and home. Nah, I can make my own boats of cloth. Thank you very much. Yeah, I forgot to start building that building. That's why no one was building it. Get to building that building. Level 1 Weaver! That's really good. Mason level 3 is great. So we're going to talk about this Weaver. So the Weaver gets you all kinds of fun decorations, including the plushy toy rabbit. It's adorable. They also make very important things for your archers. The spiky quiver, which is slow, which is so good. And fire quiver. I don't really like the damage over time as much as I like the slow. The reason being is the slow keeps enemies from running away, and later on when the goblins are archers their own, they'll flee away from you. So if your archers can get a shot in that slows them, then your front line can actually run in and put them in the face. So I am always, though, going to be making this. I'm always going to be making this. And I'm always going to be making this. I think so. So once this hut gets built, he'll go off and start making stuff. And then we'll be all happy. Oh, tell me I didn't get this. Yeah. That's what I thought. Who's it going to be this time? Pantor Burly Hands. I don't know how I feel about that. Wow, 6'5", Pantor, and he's a jokester, and he's really gregarious. He's everyone's friend, except for the fact that his name is Pantor. Pantor. Oh, we're going to edit that. Oh, no, you know. Pantor the Barbarian. It's just... There's so many good options for him. We're going to keep him as a worker right now because he's really good, and then we'll figure out what job we want to give him in the future. I might make him a fighter. The Legend of Pantor Burly Hands. You're going to love it. He's a fighter. His name is Pantor Burly Hands. He's killed many men. That's right, discount Arnold Schwarzenegger impression right there. In case you're wondering, they are working on this building system. So this is not just scaffold everything, because sometimes the scaffolds don't go away and that causes errors. That usually happens on really intricate buildings that have multiple floors. So I think they're going to be moving more towards a almost 3D printer style, where they build everything on one level and then move up and build everything on the next level and then move up and build everything on that level. But I'm not entirely certain that that's an accurate description of what they've got going on right now. You can check the Stonehearth dev blogs to see how it's coming. But if so, it sounds interesting and it sounds promising, because then it'll allow you to build more complicated designs and more intricate buildings, so that you don't have this problem right here. I think these are too close, so they might not get rid of that. Oh god, they got it. Good. Fabulous. That can happen sometimes where they can't actually get rid of something for some reason or another. It has the same reason why we did. Remember we were talking about this light sometimes being problematic because it'll be built through the weavers. So hopefully they can access it and we won't have that problem at all. We'll just have to see what happens. There goes the light in. Get rid of that ladder. Come on. One of you little adorable workers, get on over here. Is it going to be you? Yes! Fabulous. Okay, good. Everything got built. So happy. Great. And they're working in the mine. We're going to build them a road so they move a little faster. They always run faster on roads and they tend to follow roads. Again, we're using the, I believe that, Congo Brown? Is that what we're rolling with? Yeah. Again, build them in sections. So that you can delete them in sections if you need to. Yes, Mr. Trader. 9 wooden doors for 1 leather-bound chest. I can make both wooden doors and soon leather-bound chests, so decline. Oh, look, our little town's already looking super cute. At first, there were only 4 houses and 1 ridiculous cookhouse. We worked and slaved from sun up to sundown. Just hear the hammer, hammer, hammer here. Let's take a look. See, they've only really cracked on in there, and they're already getting enough stone to really build this roadway, get this whole thing built, so that's pretty promising. Meanwhile, Irving Elliott. Our weaver. Look at him go. Now, if you're wondering why I haven't assigned people bedding in the houses right here, it's because I want to replace these beds with fancy beds first before I do that. So that anybody can sleep in a nasty bed. These are not the best. They're mean. They're cruel. Mean as in poor, not cruel. Ah, sorry. Anywho, I want anybody to be able to use these beds. It doesn't really matter to me. But once I get fancy beds going, then I want to replace them and then assign them, so I don't ever have to build them again for people. Because I hate having to go back and do that. Ooh, good job. Sam Cravat, who's eventually going to be our priest. He probably can do it here pretty quick, so let's make sure to check his crafting, because he is the herbalist. We want the book. Always craft one as soon as you can. The cleric is inestimably valuable when you open the doors. It's the only unit that can heal your fighters mid-fight, and he also encourages them and makes them stronger. So there's a buff and a heal. So usually my first initial bit before I open the doors and let the goblins in is 3 frontline fighters and a cleric. After that, you add in 1 or 2 archers, and that's your basic unit. So 3 and 2. And eventually you get yourself a knight, so that replaces one of the 3 frontline fighters. You get a knight, 2 melee fighters, 2 archers, and a healer. There we go. Get them people in here. Turn that off. Arwen Kellogg. Nice, good job again. Mind, body, spirit. He has a magnificent beard, that is true. He truly has a magnificent... Look at that beard. It's magnificent. He likes to be a worker. Mind and body are great with him. Mind is great for working. So one day, he will become our blacksmith. But to do that, we need to get the mason working, and the mason is working, so la-dee-da. Let's check to make sure. No, I don't have I have a mason. Yeah, what are we talking about? Interesting. Yep, making lamps. Meanwhile, here we go. The longhouse is getting constructed. So if you are just now watching, you can understand this game is a game that's kind of super chill and peaceful. Especially if you build those little trenches at the start. It's not a game that's going to be high intensity. Oh, it's much more a game of just kind of slowly watching your guys build your stuff. And then kind of having fun with the design of it all. Once this gets built, I'm going to put some carpets in now that I have a weaver, so it's going to look a lot better. Also, we need to put everything in the kitchen so that the cook will go in here and cook. There's just a lot of stuff to do once that basic shell. One thing you should avoid doing is kind of what I did here. If you can help it, do design your rooms from the ground up, because think of how the vision in this game works. If I don't open up the roof, you'll never see inside. So if you put the roof on top, or even the walls sometimes, of your buildings in, you'll block your view of what you want to design. And it kind of gets annoying. So if you can help it, avoid putting furniture in. But if you want to put furniture in, knock yourself out. It's not going to hurt anything. It just, you know, can sometimes add weird troubles to your ability to design things. It's no big deal on this one, though. Stuck on the roof, huh? Don't know where to go, do you? There we go. She got stuck up there. See, look, they have a little cat. They're just eating raw turnips, though. Like I just grabbed a pumpkin. Yeah, straight up sitting down with a pumpkin, people. I see how it is with you. There, that's what we really want. So that'll get us that book that we were talking about faster. So again, sell off all your fine stuff. Great. There we go. You can buy some leather as well. It's really expensive though, so it's not really worth it. Off to the mines with ya. Alright, so this road is finished. Let's go ahead and give them another one to run on. Right to about there. You like pumpkins? I do. I do. Me too. Pumpkins are great. Pumpkins. I tell you, pumpkins. Hmm. Yes. All right, back to work. Their little conversations are ridiculous in this game. They're off in the mine. Let's take the slice lift again. Nice. 5th level farmer. Yep, still cutting through. Still plenty of stone to make all of our stuff out of here. It's even stacking back up here in the... actually, it's getting turned into some stuff by our mason, which is totally fine. I actually prefer that. I want to keep him working on his skills. He needs to be a certain level to make the statuary that we use for our quest. So, for instance, all these down here. So to build this, you need some crafting stuff. To build this, you need some killing stuff. To build this, you need some food, which is really, really hard to get, actually, because your people tend to eat the food. It's annoying. Alright, another person coming on in. Let's go see who it is. Elio Boltus. There he is. What's up, Elio? Ooh, he's a good farmer. I think I can give him that job right now. No, I can't. Oh, we need a hoe. What are you working on? Yeah. We can wait. You can keep being a worker, but one day you will grab a hoe and be a farmer there, Elio. And you'll like it. Let's get this road finished. Yeah, that's enough. It'll increase their speed when they're going into the mine there. It'll also start to create pathing preferences for them. So I'm going to build like another little road around to this and then back to the tin, and then that way they should operate pretty quickly throughout this whole little network. I'll do the same over here for the farms and for the workshops, and eventually I'll connect this little tiny section right here to the cookhouse. I won't, however, put a road to the back doors here. I might put one to the side door here, but not to the kitchen, because I want them to preference their pathing to go in to this area, get the food, and then come back to this area, or to go in from the side, grab the food, and go out. I don't want them preference to go through the kitchen if I can help it, just because it looks weird, you know, all these people running through your kitchen when it's time for lunch. It's just, nah. You know. We're almost done with the grate, cutting down the trees. Hey, let's talk more work there, farmers. Oh, we got our roof up. That's so nice. Interesting. I'm going to step away for just 1 second and grab some coffee. Be back in about 2 minutes. Back right in time for that merchant. Keep doing what we're doing here. Nice. Cook spoon's good. Potter's cutter's great. Fabulous. And we even got blacksmith's hammer and the book. Great. We got all of our stuff that we need. So let's go ahead and get this taken care of here. Those done. Yeah, we'll get that in the next round. No hurry. So there we go. They're already using that little road network now. And they are moving a little bit faster on it too. They run. Look at them go. Alright, so we have jobs to assign. Ms. Freywin. To the cookery. Where's Elio at? Yep, there you go, Boltus. Guess what you get to be? Yep, just right there. Popped up at the last. Farming! Away you go. Where is this guy? Monty. Mr. Mavel. To the blacksmithery. Let's see who else here. I want to keep my worker stock just up a bit, so I'm not going to assign the next round of jobs until we get about 2 more people in here. Did you get stuck up here? Silly man. They don't actually know how to get up here. Alright, ridiculous. Let's do it this way. That'll help them out. And generally speaking, it is a good idea to leave a ladder to your roof because sometimes they will leave resources up there and no one will pick it up because no job order will go out for it for a while. Nice. But I usually wait until the building has been completed before I put that ladder up because I want to usually put it in a spot that makes sense. Edwin Brightbell. Hey, there she is. Or Jen, sorry. Well, I don't know. We'll let him identify. They. Likes tasty foods, likes the nightlife, has no skills of value. Farmer or worker. Let's keep him as a worker. Edwin Brightwell, your future is set. A worker's life for thee. What? Yes? What? I don't know about that. What? 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 Shirts. Shirts? No! Well, that was a funny joke. Weird. Don't ask me, man. Just calling it like I see it. Oh, they cleaned the rooftop. Good job, guys. Alright, I guess we can take down this ladder. That's Jean Farstrider. What a leveler. The thing is, rank 5 really is, at the moment, the best you can get for farming. You can get 6, but the bonus it gives you doesn't really... It's not implemented, so it doesn't matter what you get. And you can grow everything you need to grow at rank 5. Which we'll lay in just a second once we get all this building here done. Finally taken care of. So, cookery. Now that I got a chef. Make yourself one of those. Make yourself one of those. And then get crack-a-lackin' on this. probably dropping stuff inside. Yep, there they go. So these we want to get always set to only food. And because they're bigger than the food crates over here, these little 8 ones, once these get filled, they'll come in and fill this stuff. And then also, the chef can run out and grab food from here if these have nothing in them. So it's a way of prioritizing your storage. So these right here absolutely should be set to not have any food. Otherwise they'll just get full up. And we don't want that at all. Pause for the cause. So tedious. As we were saying. Bolt of leather still useful. Not as useful as it was. This is more a chance for us to get rid of some stuff that we don't want to have handy. Again, just in case les goblins decide to arrive and get persnickety. Now he's good. You don't want anything to be too prevalent in your storage. There is a storage limit. Under inventory. You see here, it's based on the number of hearthlings you have, not the number of storage spaces you have. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. So you always want to kind of keep an eye on that. Keep that in the corner of your thoughts there. Are we almost done with everything? Oh, we are done with everything. Let's check to make sure. We need the inn sign, and we need the wall lantern and some chairs. So here's what we need for the inn sign. This one always takes some trouble. Take your carpenter, set them to always make a sign blank. Which is where? Ah, right there. There you go. Just a sign blank. Maintain one in inventory, and then everybody can make a sign based off that blank. Yeah, look, they're already doing it right. So they're coming up here to eat, and then they're running back out. Good job, guys. Cafe team, go! And do not place things in a building until it is fully completed. Like I have the cook's gear that I could just put in the kitchen right now. It wouldn't be a problem, except for the fact that that doesn't move your copy from storage into that area. What it does is it actually puts a build order to build a copy of that item inside that blueprint. So until the blueprint's finished, don't add anything. This I want to change up to only allow plants, because it's the herbalist place. Plants and potions. Still working in the mines. I want them to stop working in the mines now. I want them to be done with it. Ah, there is something on the roof. See that right there? Ah. Alright, where's the ladder go for this joint? I kind of want it to be like right there. Yeah, that's a good spot. Chairs? What? What? Chairs! Chairs. Yes, chairs. Chairs, good sir. Look at that little cool little cookhouse place. We have outside storage accessibility. This was what I was thinking about this once this design kind of came up last time we were playing. See, I can access these from here, and I don't have to slice the roof off to be able to get to get the ability to switch these up, even though they're set as they are. So that's kind of a cool and nifty technique I might use in other buildings to be able to access their storage so that I don't have to consistently slice the roofs off. The reason being is, as there's more things to render, it causes some trouble. But see how this is occluded? I'm pretty sure the engine isn't rendering things that I can't see, per se. But I'm not entirely sure on that. Probably not. I don't know anything about computer architecture or coding. I know a little bit, but not like a lot. Anywho, the idea is when you slice things, it slows stuff down. I don't know, young Timothy, how you get games on Switch, on Twitch. I would suggest that you watch some streamers. Sometimes they have giveaways. No guarantee. Mm-hmm. Now, how's this? Is it finished? Wooden wall lantern and a simple wooden chair haven't been placed. Where's the wall lantern that we need to place? I think that's all of them. Oh, I know I need... Oh, is that a chair that I need? Yep, I need a chair there. Yeah, where is this wall lantern they're talking about? No idea. Boo. Is it just the chair? Is that what the problem is? Yeah. I'll build a chair. Alright, so for our blacksmith now. Again, sometimes they have these prefabs. This one may or may not come out because we had to get the anvil and the forge ready to go so that it doesn't bug out on us. Also that comfy bed, see? We got to get some stuff taken care of before we can actually officially build this joint. Like the leather-bound chest, the fur rug. We've got to be able to build a lot. So in the meantime, what we're just going to do is have our blacksmith build his stuff. We'll place it and get him being able to build the greater things like we did with the mason here. And then we will be able to build his hut. Because if you build it right off the start, what will happen is that because you can't actually make, you don't have the levels in your hearthlings to make those items, the building will bug out and it'll never finish. Speaking of never finish, is that chair done yet? going on here? Better be making a chair with that, some of that wood. Yeah, there's a chair right there. Somebody grab it and throw it on that building. What is the story, Morning Glory? They are having a fireside chat. Well, that's a new thing. I've never seen that happen before. Huh. Camp out night, everybody. Nice. Couple of screenshots there. Magnificent beard. See, so there you go. Not implemented. Good job, Wind. So I've got 14 people now. I got one cook. I'm gonna start cooking food because I kind of gotta. Since this building appears in... Oh, that's what it is. There's the hang up. That's the lamp. Okay, good. That's the problem. Let's do this way. This might get everything done on this building. Let's see. Oh, come on, make an effort, buddy. Just go to bed about it. Leave your work for somebody else. I see how it is. Good. Good. Now the chair. Come on, put the chair in. Yeah, after breakfast. Once this gets set up, I'll move on with this stuff. I'm sorry, I'm just waiting for that chair to get put in. Well, I feel that they should have done it by now. Alright, whatever. One day, someday, my chair will come. I'm breaking my own rules here and actually putting things in. As we discussed, not doing. What's your deal? Just got anything to do, Mr. Weaver? Well, have I got a job for you then? Oh, you're out of materials. Right? Yep. Alright then, make me one of these. And make me one of these too. Get us some curtains going if you could be so kind. Couple of fanfare things. Oh yeah, and carpet. That'll keep that guy busy for at least a couple seasons. See, look, stuff floating in the wings. Gotta get that taken care of. Generally speaking, for the little farmhouses, I put the right back here. Just looks like kind of like you'd do, you know. There we go. That looks like that's as good as it's gonna get on that build. Note to self: take off that chair and keep it as a 3. Just can't edit it now that it's been built. Well, I mean, nothing less than perfection. This is gonna cause people to go nuts. Alright, hopefully they rebuild this fast. Pause. Goodbye, building. Play. Goodbye, building. Oh. Get rid of this ladder. Please. Sorry about all that, everybody. All your hard work went to naught. Okay. Now, new building, which is the same as the old building. Because we had it saved, remember? Where is it at? The Bright Bell Inn. Okay. We're going to put it back in place. Like so. Edit. Get rid of that chair. Let's move. I like that 3-top being a 3-top like that, though. Nah. Nope. That was problems last time. There we go. That might be problematic with that chair there as well. We'll see what happens. Other than that, everything else worked, right? Except for this one little lantern right here. That was the other problem. So let's do that actually as a right there. No. Let's just straight up get rid of you. Alright. Everything else should be good. El finito, please. Save that. Yes, indeed, start building, and let's see. Here's the deal. It's going to create a staggering array of build queue orders for my carpenter and everybody, pretty much. So, once this thing gets fully built, I'll have to go in and clear out their queues. Otherwise, we'll have extra materials, an entire inn's worth of extra materials that have been built. It's kind of crazy, I know. And I sincerely apologize that we're going to have to watch this thing get built again. But them's the breaks. Perfection, man. I mean, it's built in stone. I want it to last. Look cool. Okay, cool. Those chairs got in. That was my other big worry, that they were too close to the wall on this side, so that then they wouldn't come in and they'd hang up like the last ones did. Ooh, this thing should get built. And then once we get done, all those decorations that we've been building with the weaver we can throw in. I could have done it in the design phase, but I wanted to make sure that this got built first. This might be a little bit of an issue. I want to make sure they get this stuff taken care of. Worst comes to worst, I'll just move these outside. Good. So the outside table number 1 got built. The main table number 1 got built. Now I am going to need more stone, so back to the mines. Ooh, that actually is worth it. Gold ingots are kind of hard to come by. Heck yeah, I'll get you 5 crates for that. I got 3 days to do it. This is the problem, is my carpenter super overloaded. Yeah, see, he's building all the stuff again, so we need him to be doing any of that. The crates I do want, but this can go away. That can go away. That can go away. That can go away. Etc. 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 Don't build chairs. Do keep that wood mountain sign. Don't worry about the door. Don't worry about the windows. Don't worry about that. Get those chests. And then we'll spot build everything else that we need in case it didn't get all built in. So there's also another change to the building system, which I believe has to do with the fact you need to have everything in your inventory before you start building, so they kind of build it nice and smoothly like this. I haven't experienced that, but I think it's coming up in one of their next builds. So when that happens, we'll see how that changes the whole building process. Great, so it wasn't too slow on the recap. Okay, they cleaned that little back corner well. I got some dressers. Isn't that interesting? Alright, we'll leave it as is. See what's going on there. I might catch it in the decorate phase anyway. We'll have just enough time before we have to go to get this whole place built. Kind of see it in action a little bit. Thanks if you've been watching all this way. Can't wait to see this all lit up at night. It's going to be super pretty. It'd be interesting moving forward with this game in development. I don't know if they have it on their list or not, but it would be interesting if they allowed the hearthlings to form sort of relationship bonds. Would be really interesting. That would have different sort of effects on the game, because they're really pushing heavy for the conversation. So it'd be also cool if they could involve like a relationship system as well. Have, you know, little hearthlings getting married and that kind of stuff. It would be really awful, though, if sort of a RimWorld-esque effect when you have a relationship in that game, if the person's best friend or their partner dies in battle. It just wrecks the morale of that individual, and as it should, of course. But it wrecks the morale of the widower, and so that would be so harsh for this game. This game is way too light for that kind of thing. So I hope they implement it, but kind of tweak it so it's not so devastating. Because they're your little hearthlings. Look at them. They're adorable. You want to see them getting beaten to a bloody pulp by a bunch of orcs and then having to do a whole funeral thing. Ugh. We're almost done with this. Fabulous. Let's check the inside real fast to see how they're doing there. So far so good. All the major elements are in. The lanterns need to go up, but they usually do that last. Really want to make sure this gets all set up. Then we can kind of give it a decorating round and see how we go. Nice. A town of 15. Yep, but first we want to see who we get. There they are. Yeah, Norm. Ugh. Do I got anything for you? I got these. Have a little bit of that. What, the curtains? No, not the curtains, lad. All that you can see stretched out before you. The hills and valleys of this land. I don't want land. It's one of the best. Megan Preston with 2 A's. Thank you very much. She is a body and spirit. Ooh, she is going to be a fighter. Megan Preston is going to have some words. She's a jokester. She's an herbivore, so vegetarian. Vegetarian fighter. I think that she's gonna. Might have to change her name. Oh, you know what though? Wonder Woman's name was what's her name in the show? Can't remember. Prentice. There it is. Diana Prentice. I might have to change her name. A lot of spirit. A lot of fight in her. Although not enough mind. I mean, really, let's not lie. It's just not name her Wonder Woman if she's going to be all like, duh, you know? Wonder Woman's smart and badass. So, yep, nerdery. Nerdery conflag. Great, so Blacksmith is good to go. Let's get him working on stuff. I want you to always maintain at least 6 of each of those, so that we can make some bronze ingots. Off you go. Hammering away. Great, 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 great. Everything's coming in. We don't have that weird lighting problem that we had last time. Get it? Nice. Everything's coming up roses here. Look at them go. Look at all these guys. Oh yes, food. Take your food break. Not a bad little joint. Let's see it get lit up here. Once the sun sets. Needs a wooden lantern and a wooden door. I heard 1 land. I heard 2 land. There goes that. There goes that. We got 1 more lantern to light in. Oh, what a quaint little spot. See if they can get that ladder out of the way and then we'll be finished. Thank goodness. Great, let's check. There we are. The Bright Bellion Mark II is complete. Alright, well, as much as I hate to do it, we're going to call it right there. Thanks for watching, everybody who watched this far. This is Boleik's Watch. Good job, Monty Mavel, working it up. As always, save your game. In case you're wondering, the 1 and 2 were the start of the game and the end of the first episode, so I'm just going to leave it like this for a little while for you and watch everything happen as our town continues to work, and then we're going to call it.